Good morning, third grade. We're on lesson 110. So today is actually our last lesson in our math book. So woohoo, aren't you excited? So today is lesson 110, page 582. And it is on April the 29th. You should be doing this. So since we are a little bit ahead, I'm still going to be giving you some math worksheets. And so, don't think that like, oh, we're done with math completely. Yes, we are done with the math book, and yes, you will be taking tests and things like that. But I am still going to be giving you some math worksheets for practice and everything like that. So, and I will be grading those worksheets, so don't think like, oh, I don't have to do them. Still do, okay? So please keep working on your math and keep practicing, especially your long division. I'm going to be printing out some long division worksheets for you guys too. So you need to make sure you're doing those because I will be checking those, okay? It'd be really good practice because when you're in fourth grade, trust me, you're going to be doing some long division problems that are a little bit longer even, okay? So you guys are smart. I know you guys can do it. You guys are really good at math anyway. So let's talk about our new concept, and today's lesson is kind of fun. It is a little different. Again, I can't use the chalkboard just because of it's like on like this grid thing, and so it's like basically if you would have graph paper at home, okay? So in this lesson, let's read this together. In this lesson, you're going to draw a design on a grid by drawing line segments from point to point. For example, we can draw an arrow on grid paper by first graphing these points. So, we have the numbers. So, like number one says 10, 5. Okay, and so you would find 10. The first number is 10, right? So we move over to the sideways to the right. Exactly. So we start at 0, 0. Then we move over 10, and then we go up how many times? The second number is 5. So then we go up 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we put a dot, right, on number 1. And you can even see that there. They even put 1 there, okay, by the dot. And then they did 2. 2 is 9, 7. So they moved over to the right 9. We moved up 7 times. Okay, and you see the number 2 there? That hot, okay, and it says 2. Okay, and then 3. 3 says 16, 4. So they moved over 16 times. Moved up 4 times, and then they put a dot, and then they put 3 because that was number 3. So if you see that, if you go through one by one, they graphed every single point to do a picture. So what's that picture of? Well, it looks like they drew lines, right? They started at point 1, then from point 1, they traced the line to point 2, and then they traced the point to point 3. And then point 4, point 5, so you keep moving your pencil until you get a picture. And so the drawing begins and ends at the same point. Isn't that cool? So let's go ahead and read our, so it's a picture of a what? An arrow, right? So classify question. It says the design above is a closed figure made up of line segments, right? What do we call a closed flat shape with straight sides? What do we call that? That is right. We call it a polygon. Very good. So, let's see here. Okay, so if you have graph paper at home, you could try to do some kind of polygon. It could be an arrow, it could be a rectangle, it could be a hexagon. I don't know. Use your imagination. It doesn't have to be any kind of like shape that we know. You can make it a zigzag shape or something. You can make it of, I don't know, just use your imagination, third grade. Okay, so if you have graph paper at home, you can do different points. And so if you want, you can do the coordinates, right? And then even if you want, you can have you know, your sibling like trace it. Or if you want to trace it, but you do have to have, number 1, you have to have the coordinates, and you have to have the little dots, and then the number by the coordinates. So I know that you did it right, and so I know, so everybody else knows, like, okay? My pencil starts at 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, okay? So you have to have the numbers, so that way they know where to go and where to trace it. So every time you do a point though, you have to make sure you do the coordinates next to that number, okay? Just like the new concept. And then if you can turn it into me too, so then I can check plus it and know that you actually did this new concept, or did it, okay, class? So it's not that hard, I promise. You can make it easy if you want to make a triangle. I mean, that's fine too with me, as long as you did the work, okay? And so you're gonna do written practice, and then I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Correspondence math, problem solving, your jump start. You have your division facts one last time, and again, try to do it in under 2.5 minutes, okay? And keep practicing, even though we are done with our math book. You know, you boys and girls still keep practicing your division facts. Still keep practicing your long division, okay? I want you guys to be so smart in 4th grade, and just keep practicing as much as you can. All right, love you guys. Miss you guys. Do your best on your math. I'm still going to be giving you worksheets, okay? So even though we are done with our math, which is great, woohoo, celebrate, I'm still going to be giving you review worksheets to do, and they're still going to be counted, okay, as a grade. They're kind of be counted as like a homework grade, okay? So keep doing your work, try your best, work hard, like you guys always do. Okay, see you guys later.